how can we put an end to the drug wars and the cartels, and do I ever see it coming to an end? I think that there's two answers of different kinds of probability of success, although both of them I think are necessary. Answer number one is legalization. And I'm not talking about legalization of weed. I think that's easy, right? I think that by the time you guys are my age, that marijuana is going to generally be legalized in the United States, and you'll be able to find it pretty much anywhere, right? Minnesota's not going to watch Colorado and Washington just scoop up all of those drug dollars and all that drug tourism. They're going to want some of that money for themselves. So marijuana is going to be legalized. But marijuana was never your high dollar, huge amount, right? Okay? I mean, the fact of the matter is you're talking about a substance which is big, right? Cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine. They need to be legalized. Straight up. I know they're bad. Those things are bad, right? Do not think that when I say they should be legal that I'm saying that they should be used. Okay, there's nothing dumber that you can do than start playing around with methamphetamine, heroin, and cocaine. Those are incredibly dangerous, incredibly stupid drugs to play with. You might as well play with hand grenades and sticky tape, right? Okay, throw them at each other. You really are just being stupid at that point. But when they're legal, they come under the state control, right? They come under state control. We're going to regulate a lot of it. But what that also does is it really does free us up, I think, to address the second step and what I think is necessary, which is to start treating drug addiction and drug problems as public health care issues and not as criminal issues, right? Regardless of the drug that a person is doing, whether it's nicotine or alcohol or marijuana or something else, those drugs can be used reasonably or they can be abused. And the people who abuse them are not criminals. They have problems, okay? And we can manage those problems, right? Dumbest things in the world that we can do, right? Let's legalize it, let's bring it out into the open, and let's start treating it like it's a public health problem and not like it's a criminal problem. People who are overusing and abusing drugs aren't criminals. They're ill. Let's start acting now.